So Amara La Negra, if you know her, she's been on the love and hip hop shows. She's a Dominican singer. She's an actress as well, and she brought up a lot of stories that come out of Latin America about colorism, and colorism is definitely real in Latin America. And I always say shout out to her for bringing that out and exposing that, because that do need to be discussed. But the reason why we're discussing her today is that she's pregnant right now. And she says that she's going to, raise her children alone. She's choosing, she said, to be a single mother. Now, she was with a man before. And she says that they had a miscarriage of a child back in July 2021. But she said that caused a lot of issues in their relationship. But she's pregnant, and she said that she don't really want to be with the father. She said down the line, if maybe it could work, if possible, but she's not right now. Don't want to be with him. She said she'll follow in her mom's footsteps and be a single mother. And it goes back to what I was saying recently about the Rihanna situation, putting the cart before the horse. I know personally that on the side with women, it's hard to raise children by yourself. You don't get no time off from that child at all. And she's going to have two, which is even worse, right? There are many, many different forms of birth control. Definitely you could tell that, the man, say, hey, we want to make sure we protect against having a child. Understand what I'm saying? Because even if that man pays child support, that child or children in her case is still going to be on you. He can leave and go have a good life, but you're going to be stuck with those children all the time. And my biggest issue about putting that cart before the horse, in other words, like, can you get married first? Can you get married first before you have children? Because it's not about the woman. The woman is going to do what she want to do. But the children need a father. That's the problem we have in society today. These children are being raised in single parent households, and they need fathers. If that man, if you know that relationship isn't good and you see it's rocky or whatever, you should not be having children with any man, period. If that man is not willing to give you his last name, then you should not be opening your womb up to be bearing his seed. Male, female children need their father. It's statistically proven that children with fathers do better in school. They don't have as many mental health problems. They don't get in trouble with the law as often. They are higher achievers. They have a more balanced personality when they have the mother and the father in their lives. That's just a natural way to do things. Now, it's cool if she says she open, but what if he's not open? See, if you would have married him first and spent a little time even in that marriage, I tell people at least go 2 years in your marriage, preferably 3, before you even thinking about having a child. But the reason why I say preferably 2 to 3 years is because you will see if y'all really meant to be together or not. And if, you get married, you say, wow, that was a mistake. At least you didn't create a child. You go on your separate way and you don't have to deal with that person no more. The worst thing you want to do is to bring a child into the world and have the other parent as somebody you can't stand. Then let me tell you something else that people don't tell y'all about. When you have a child, that child is part of you and part of them. And even if you never talk to that person ever again, part of that person is in your child. And some of the very things that you couldn't stand about that other person could come out of your child. And now you have to deal with that just basically, definitely for the rest of your life, because that's your child, right? But that's just a person that, for instance, that you chose. Don't bring children into the world if you think it's going to hold the man there. Don't bring children into the world if you're thinking, well, this child's going to mend our rocky relationship. Don't do that. Children do not keep no man, period. I hate to hear that. I really do. I do not like to see women being single mothers and these children not having a father. I'ma always be an advocate of children having a father in their life and the father being there. When a child is born, what should be is the father holding the mom's hand, being there with her, right? Both of them having this on their finger, okay? Child comes to the world, and after she, almost get to the brink of death, trying to bring a child into the world, the father is there to hold his child and to talk to his child, right? Not your mama and all these other women and other people, right? I'm talking about the father, because you brought them into the world in a loving relationship. Understand? I said in my life, and I practiced this, I said I would never have a child with a woman unless I married her. And I stuck to that. I stuck to it. And I'm a man and say I stuck to it because I know what to do to prevent having a child. Because I know what could happen if you don't do that. And I don't want my child somewhere that I didn't even know where they would be at. So I know today they give all these conflicting messages, to young ladies, calling it choice moms and all this other crap. No, do not listen to these little women talking about choice moms and all of that. You need to have a husband, a loving husband, and not having children until you have that. It will be easier on you. It takes two, like it took two to make that child. It takes two to take care of them. It takes two. This is why you see single moms a lot of times tired all the time. Don't know if they're coming or going because they got to literally be, act like a man to a point with the provision part. And they got to try to be a mama too. It's tiring. It's not meant for you to be trying to do everything a man's supposed to be doing in the area of provision and trying to do your job as a mama too. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. Get you a husband first. And then Amara, she also said that she's pregnant and she's open to dating. Why are you open to dating also? That she said in that particular interview with The Real. She's open to dating. How are you dating pregnant? But then you got some of these, simps that would date her being good and pregnant too. I never understood that. Like, I'd be like, where the children father at? Why are you over here? Go plan your baby shower or whatever. Nothing don't come over here. I think that's crazy for a man to get involved with a woman and she good and pregnant. And, believe it or not, some women think that's cute. Oh, look at that. No, look at that. Nothing. That's a simp. Any man that go do something like that, you're a freaking simp. You are a straight up simp. Have some respect for yourself. And have even respect for those children. Tell her, go over there with that child, them baby's father. Don't do that. Bring them children in the world, want me standing there with you with that, and I'm not even their father. But anyway, let me know what you think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just so much of a big advocate of children having a father and children having a home, whether it's in the home of a husband and a wife, because that's just what works. All the single mother epidemic that's going on in our community, it's not working. It's destroying our community. And if that makes me the bad guy to some of y'all, if that makes me the bad guy, I'll be the bad guy. I'm cool with that because I know better. I know what works. And you're completely wrong and the numbers prove it.